I have built a randomizer with the names of 200 plus Pokemon characters up, and using this we're going to pluck 2 names out of there, and thus those characters will fight each other using their best possible teams. Welcome back to Pokemon Master Showdown, and last time we had a clash between Byron of the Candice City Gym and Elio, the protagonist of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Today though, we have a bit of a repeat, as another Sinnoh gym leader takes on another Alolan native, as Candice of the Snowpoint Gym takes on Gladion, formerly of Team Skull. Candice first appeared in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl as the gym leader of Snowpoint City in the Sinnoh region, the holder of the Icicle badge and an Ice-type specialist. She teaches that before battling with the Pokemon, a person needs to befriend them first, as well as having an interest in fashion and romance as well as Pokemon, believing that a person should put all their focus into whatever they do. She believes she acts the opposite to the way people expect an Ice-type gym leader to behave, warm and friendly instead of cold and distant. Maylene also mentions Candice's studiousness, as she wanted to practice against Maylene's fighting types because of the Ice type's weakness against them. There's been the usual slew of appearances that might be expected from other media, including anime, manga, side games and TCG. Here, she utilises a team of the Weavile she's been shown to use in some of her later appearances, as well as being the evolved form of the Sneasel she uses in her gym battle teams. The rest of her team is a little off the wall, being mostly from her Battle Tower battles in BDSP, including Lapras, Venusaur, Heatran and Articuno. To round out her team, she sports a Galarian Darmanitan from Pokemon Masters X. Gladion was first introduced in Pokemon Sun and Moon and went on to appear in their remasters Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as well as the anime as Ash Ketchum's rival, the manga and the TCG, as well as Masters X. In the story, Gladion serves as a rival to the player, working as an enforcer for Team Skull, despite not being considered a true member. Initially coming across as unfriendly and a loner, Gladion warms up to doing things as a group and being appreciative of the people he has met in Alola, before becoming the president of the Ether Foundation in Sun and Moon when Luzamine went to Kanto to be cared for. He was the one to name the Silvally species. Here he goes with a team of Crobat, Lucario and Porygon Z from his Champion Challenge teams, also sporting the Zoroark and Charizard he uses in his Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon battle teams, before sporting a Steel-type Silvally in anticipation of the Ice-type specialist opponent. It is time to head to the stadium, and it is the Diamond Dust Girl versus the Team Skull Enforcer. It's Maylene's sparring partner versus Luzamine's son. It's Candice versus Gladion, today on Pokemon Master Showdown! And here we go. The 2 combatants have made their way onto the battlefield. There is an element of familiarity in their team. Both of them rock a Kanto starter. Both of them have a Dark type on their team. Both have a Steel type. Both have a Fire type. So, there's Flying types in there as well. Let us see how this battle ultimately plays out. So, Candice begins with Heatran. Gladion begins with Lucario. So, what are we going to see first? Lucario goes for the low kick and that hurts Heatran badly. Lucario's hurt by the Rocky Helmet and the Stealth Rocks are up. So, are we going to see a switch from Candice maybe? We are. In comes Venusaur. Lucario loses low kick. Venusaur shrugs it off relatively easily. So, is Gladion going to stick or twist? It looks like Venusaur might go for Leech Seed. That is the U-turn. Lucario is escaping and in comes the Charizard. It's booted by the looks of it. Saved from getting hit by the Stealth Rocks. Leech Seed misses. So, is Candice going to make the change now? So far, the opening few turns appear to have been a chess battle. Back out into the Heatran. Charizard goes for Toxic and Heatran, wholeheartedly unexpected. Unfazed by that. Lucario is back in. And that is the Flash Cannon. That hurts Lucario a lot and lowers its special defense, but it's Zoroark. Well, well, well. One of Gladion's most dangerous Pokemon is out. And it has been badly hurt by that Flash Cannon. So, are we going to see another switch? So far, these 2 opponents have swapped their teams around. They've gone for Thrust and Counter Thrust. In comes the Articuno. Zoroark goes for the low kick. Articuno not too bothered by it, but what move are we going to see? Is Gladion going to make a switch? The Zoroark gets out of there with U-turn. What is Gladion going to get into? And in comes the Silvally. Lands on the Stealth Rocks. That's the Tailwind. Oh well. This has just got interesting. Candice's team is about to get a lot faster. So, is Articuno going to stay out? No. Heatran is back in. That's a Flamethrower. Oh dear. Flash Fire has just kicked in. So, Heatran goes for a Flamethrower. Silvally does shrug it off, but it's badly hurt. Silvally goes to Parting Shot. The Lucario is back in. So, this is potentially dangerous. Can Heatran outspeed? One blow is going to hurt, but Venusaur is back in. The low kick, shrugged off by Venusaur. Venusaur getting some health back. The Tailwind has been petered out by this point. So, Gladion did beat the speed boost. Lucario's getting out there, and the Charizard is back in. That's another Leech Seed. This time it makes contact. Venusaur getting some health back. So, I think Candice might be about to make another switch here just to get out. Is a fire move going to come in? I feel like that may be the play here. But Charizard goes for Hurricane. Venusaur crashing down. Candice stuck. She should have twisted. She should have withdrawn. But that's the first knockout of the fight. The Charizard has been Leech Seeded. But Lapras comes in. So, we think we know what we're going to see here. Is it going to be a water attack? No! Lapras has been toxic. It hits Surf on Charizard, but it survives. It takes some extra Leech Seed damage, and Lapras gets some health back. So, are we going to see another Surf here? Is Gladion going to sack the Charizard? No, he doesn't. Porygon Z comes in. Lands on the Stealth Rocks. Gets the upload. The download even. Surf hits. Doesn't do a lot of damage. So, is Lapras going to stay on the field, or is Candice going to make another switch? This is very, very tense. Their Heatran is back in. Thunderbolt hits Heatran. Does less than a quarter of its remaining health. So, can Heatran get something off? It might survive another Thunderbolt. Not a guarantee though. With a high damage roll, it could go crashing down. Porygon Z hasn't come out of this fight unscathed though. Another Thunderbolt. Heatran survives on one. The Flamethrower hits Porygon Z. It goes crashing down. Lucario comes in. Lands on the Stealth Rocks. This might be the real Lucario. So, well, we are waiting for the attack. It has an air balloon. That's why I feel this might be the real Lucario, not the Zoroark. The Zoroark, as Lucario, didn't have the balloon. Extreme speed takes Heatran down, but Lucario does hurt itself on the Rocky Helmet. Candice has lost 2. Gladion has lost 1. So far, the advantage is with the trainer from Alola. But what does Candice have into her sleeve? In comes the Galarian Darmanitan. So, that's a Flare Blitz. Lucario, straight down. Did not stand a chance. Recoil hurt Darmanitan, but it has plenty left in the tank. Well, it's been tied up. In comes the Crobat. Is Candice going to make a switch? We will have to see. In comes the Lapras. That could be genius. Lapras is already poisoned. The Toxic does not do anything to it. So, Crobat goes for Defog. Gets rid of the Stealth Rocks. Lapras uses Thunderbolt and it does decent damage. I wonder if Candice was anticipating the switch there. I think a bell is about to toll on this battle because Crobat goes to Brave Bird and gets a good chunk of recoil. Lapras goes to Heal Bell. That gets rid of the Toxic. Now, Gladion has a choice. Go for another Toxic to get it back on the Lapras or attack. And it's gone for Toxic again. Crobat does survive Freeze Dry, but it is getting weaker. Is it going to try for another Brave Bird? We shall have to see. Charizard is back in. And Lapras goes to Thunderbolt. Charizard crashes down. The advantage has swung in the favour of Candice. She has lost 2. Gladion has lost 3. In comes the Silvally. Lapras still has plenty left in the tank. Silvally goes to Flamethrower. Lapras shrugs it off. Takes the Silvally down with Surf. Well. Gladion might not have much left. Crobat back out. So, can it do something to Lapras? Not got a lot left as Lapras. It might not survive another round. Crobat goes for Foul Play, but It wasn't Crobat, it was Zoroark, and the Thunderbolt takes it down. Lapras crashes down to the mat as well. Crobat is in, the real one. Galarian Darmanitan is in. So, who's going to win the quick draw contest? It's Darmanitan. It hits the Flare Blitz. Crobat down for the count. And that victory, it was hard fought. It was quite close in places. But the victory goes to the gym leader from Sinnoh. Candice takes the victory. Gladion goes away with nothing. Well, well, well. What another fantastic battle from the Pokemon Master Showdown, folks. Thank you so very much for watching. I have been your commentator, Once and Future Gamer, and we will see you at the stadium next time. Bye-bye, so long, farewell.